it do, what it do, what it do, Lakers crew. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Purple and gold till we die. Purple and gold, we ride. I bleed purple. My heart beats gold, baby. It's Lakers over everything. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? It's your boy, Marcel Murphy. Lakers over everything. Lakers Bryce, he's at home. I'm riding solo right now. Just had to get a video up. I'm on vacation. I'm in Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm in Waikiki. You guys see the Aloha. You see it. So I'm here enjoying myself for the holiday. So we apologize. We haven't been able to get that many videos up because I've been on vacation. And Lakers Bryce, he's been doing his thing, working with his family. So we're gonna get back with y'all real soon. This is my last day here in Hawaii, so I'm heading back home today, a little later tonight, and we'll get back at it because the Lakers are at it, right? So yeah, we just wanted to come say hello. It's Lakers game day. It's Lakers game day. It's Lakers game day. Even though I'm all the way here in Hawaii, you know I had to represent. You guys see it. We're rocking the Lakers face mask. We had the Lakers socks on. We had the Lakers jersey on one day, the LeBron James jersey on one day. So yeah, we got to represent all the way here in Hawaii. There's a lot of Lakers fans here in Honolulu, here on the island of Waikiki. So yeah. I did catch the Boston game here on the other night here in Hawaii, on yesterday actually. That was that last night? Last night, the night before? I don't remember. I've been drinking too many Mai Tais, so my mind is all discombobulated right now. I can't remember everything. But yeah, we did catch the Boston game, that big W over the hated Boston Celtics. Yeah, we clapped those Celtics cheeks, baby. Yes, we did. So that put me in good spirits, and more Mai Tais went up to celebrate that win. And yeah, the Lakers are back in action tonight. They're on the road. Actually, 4 of our next 5 games are on the road. It all kicks off tonight. I'm at Memphis. I'm about to get to a bar and watch the game before I catch my flight a little bit later. This is a must-win game tonight, baby. Must-win game. Ja Morant is out. Our boy AC of LA Sports Live. He broke that news a couple hours ago. Ja Morant is out as he's on the protocol list. He's entered the NBA health and safety protocol. Sorry, too many Mai Tais, y'all. The health and safety protocol list. So he's out tonight. So wishing him a speedy recovery. He's an exciting young player. I hate to see that, see anyone enter that list, but he's young. He'll bounce back. He'll be all right. But much prayers going up to him, Ja Morant. And yeah, I guess it's happening to everybody. As our boy AC, LA Sports Live mentioned, it's a holiday, so that list is growing and growing. A lot of new people and a lot of new names being added to that list. So I'm wishing all those guys a speedy recovery. But there's still a game. Still a game to be played. We've had so many injuries. Of course, we had LeBron James on that list for absolutely no reason at all, right? Something fishy was definitely going on with that, right? And we had injuries and we had to play our game. So, Memphis got to play theirs tonight. So, no remorse. We got to get out there. We got to get after it, and we got to get a W. The Lakers looking real nice. We've won 5 of our last 8 games. Things are starting to come together, starting to look real good. And let's keep it going. Really fast, let me give you our next 5 games. Again, 4 of the next 5 games are on the road. After having so many games at Staples Center, now we hit the road for 4 of the next 5 before the Christmas holiday. So tonight at Memphis Grizzlies, again, Ja Morant is out. And then at OKC after that. And then we come home to play Orlando. Then we go to Dallas at Dallas Mavericks. Then we go to at Minnesota Timberwolves. These are 5 games we need to win. We need to get a streak going. Again, we've won 5 of our last 8. And we need to continue that streak. We need to make that 5 of the last 8. We need to make it 10 of our last 13. That'll be real nice because it's not going to get easier. We had a very easy schedule to start the season, And, we dropped a lot of games. A lot of games we dropped to some of these, teams that we play coming up. Teams like OKC. We all know the disaster that was OKC. Blew those huge leads in both of those games. One of them a 26-point lead we blew. And then they came to Staples Center and they beat us at Staples Center. And I don't even know if they have any more wins. That might be their only 2 wins of the entire NBA season. But yeah, we dropped those 2 games. We lost to Minnesota as well. Cat came and absolutely dominated us, kicked our butts at Staples Center at home on a Friday night. I was there. I was left very, very pissed off and disappointed. So it's time to get some get back, all right? So let's get some of these W's. Let's win these 5. We need to win these 5 games. Hopefully we'll have our big 3 together. They're looking really nice. Things are starting to come together, and they just need time. We just need those guys to have time together on the floor. The more time that we get, the more potent and the more dangerous that we're going to get. And now's the time to do it because our schedule does not soften up. As we head into the end of December, we have some big games. Of course, the Christmas Day game, Brooklyn. And then before that, on 12/21, we have Phoenix coming to Staples Center. And we all know Phoenix is one of the best teams in the NBA right now. So, we got some tough games coming up. And then it doesn't, going into the new year, we got some tough games. So, our schedule, this is as easy as it's going to be. For the next 5 games, this is as easy as it's going to get pretty much for the rest of the year. We started out with a soft schedule. We blew some games. So now it's time to grab some of those games back, because we need to win some games, all right? We need to win some games. Having some home games, in the playoffs are going to be very, very important. We don't want to be on the road. We want to have that home court advantage because Staples Center rocks, baby. Staples Center rocks. Russell Westbrook, he feeds off the Staples Center crowd. You saw the Boston game. He's in there rocking the baby, rocking the baby, rocking the baby. He's feeding off that crowd. We know how Melo is at home. So it's important. It's important. And let me say this, as up and down as we've been, 500, in our first, 24 games, 12-12, or 13-12 now, in our first 25 games. A lot of those games, we expected to win, and we could throw excuse after excuse out. Oh, we haven't been healthy. We haven't had our full roster. LeBron's missed half the game. Russ had to get acclimated, so on and so forth. 11 new players. All those are valid excuses, but, some of those games we should have won. Flat out, we blew some games, all right? We had big leads, we blew them, and we blew some games. So now it's time to, it's time to start winning, all right? It's time to start winning. And as up and down as the season's been, as disappointing as it's been for us fans, the Lakers are sitting in a good spot. We come into tonight's game, we win tonight, and guess what? We are in a 3-way tie for the 4th seed. Yes, you heard me right. We win tonight's game. We're sitting in a 3-way tie for the 4th seed. So we're right where we want to be. Of course, Golden State and Phoenix, they're fully invested in the regular season. Of course, we're not going to be as invested because, all the vets that we have, these new pieces, it's going to take time. Russ, he had to get acclimated. We all know Russ is a slow starter. We're going to talk about Russ in a second, but we had a lot of things. So we're not going to be as invested during the regular season as some of these other teams are. Teams like Golden State, teams like Phoenix. Phoenix did it last year. You remember them in Utah. They were the 1-2 seeds. They went all the way down to the wire, like the second to the last game they played each other. And that was for the number 1 seed, and Utah beat them. So they're going all after, they have a lot of younger guys, so they're going all after it for the regular season, get that number 1 seed. That's not so much. But that being said, we don't want to fall at the bottom. We want to be in that top 4. Why not 3? Why not 3? Golden State's looking really, really nice. Phoenix looking really, really nice. So who knows if we can catch them? I'm not saying that we can't, because there's still a lot of season left to play. It's literally only, December 9th. We got a lot of basketball left to play, so I'm not worried. I'm not stressed out. Yeah, I was disappointed, some of those losses, but it is what it is. We got a long season. The team is coming together. We're starting to get healthy. But, yeah, I want one of those top 4 seeds. I think in my preseason pool, I think I had the Lakers at 3 seed. So I would love to see, I would love to grab that 3 seed and, get a home playoff series, right? And, have some games at home, have some games at Staples Center where we play a lot better. and I just want to be in the building. Now, I may be in the building regardless, when that time comes. Those are my plans. Of course, I don't know what'll happen between now and then, but those are definitely my plans. If the Lakers are on the road, then I plan to travel, playoffs. Maybe some of you guys will come with me. We may give away some tickets, playoff tickets. We've got a long way. We'll talk about that. But I want that 3 seed. I want a top seed. So let's go after it. So now it's time to win some games. So these games, it's time to beat the teams who we're supposed to beat. We've had enough failure against these teams. We had enough letdowns against some of these teams. We can't let OKC sweep us. If this is the third and final time that we play them, we can't let them sweep us. No. We got to take care of business. We're going on the road. We're going back there. We got to win that game. Memphis tonight. We beat Memphis earlier in the season at Staples Center. John Morant had a heck of a game, and we did beat them. But let's beat them again tonight. Orlando, come on, let's beat Orlando. Dallas, let's beat Dallas. Of course, they got Luka, they got Porzingis, they got some other players. But let's take care of business. Let's beat them. Minnesota, come on, they're trash. It is what it is. They got players, Cat, D'Lo. They got some guys over there. But let's do what we need to do, and let's beat Minnesota. We need to win these games. We need to go on a nice 5-game win streak. These next 5, making a 6-game win streak, and and head into the tougher part of our schedule as we get closer to the holiday and beat some quality opponents. It's time. No more excuses. We're getting healthy a little bit. Trevor Ariza, injury update. Trevor Ariza, he is scrimmaging. So expect Trevor Ariza back real soon. I wouldn't expect him back during this road trip, but maybe that 12-21 game, in a couple of weeks, that 12-21 game against Phoenix, and then Christmas, maybe we'll have Trevor Ariza back, and that'll be a very, very welcomed addition, because as we saw the other night, we had Russ checking Tatum. We don't have anyone to check those guards, those big wings, and Trevor Ariza, 6'8". Trevor Ariza, he's been there, done that. Yeah, he's a little longer in the tooth. He's not young as he used to be, but I believe he can still give us the minutes that we need. He can still help us out, and he can still be a great asset and great addition to this team and a great role player for this team. So let's get Trevor Ariza back, real soon, and he'll help us out on both ends of the ball, defensively, offensively. I think he'll go right into that starting lineup. Vogel has spoken so highly of him. Vogel said he has minutes carved out for him. And when we signed him, we expected him to be a starter here. And, so yeah, let's get Ariza back. Kendrick Nunn, unfortunate news on him. Of course, we haven't seen Nunn all year long. We seen him in the preseason. He looked really, really nice. We were really excited. He was going to be a key piece off the bench for us. And, he got hurt in the preseason. We haven't seen him. He's been out. We haven't heard much of him. But Vogel did make mention of him the other day after practice. Mentioned that, we shouldn't expect to see Nunn to make his Lakers debut anytime during this calendar year. Not during the season, during this calendar year, meaning the year of 2021, so pretty much this month. It being December 2021, so we won't see Nunn until the 2022 calendar, to the new year. So very unfortunate, because he's a piece that we definitely can use. I can definitely see him, being a benefit to us off the bench. Malik Monk's been great, but Kendrick Nunn will be great as well next to Malik Monk. It'll allow some of our other guys to get some rest, LeBron and so on and so forth. So, we gave him that taxpayer mid-level exception for a reason, and we want to get Kendrick Nunn back. So let's hope he continues to get healthy, and let's hope after the new year we'll see him. He'll get closer and closer. So that's all we have on the injury front. Russell Westbrook. Let's talk about Russell Westbrook for a second. So with Russ, you heard it here in our lives. You heard me say it time and time again. I was not concerned about Russ because Russ is a slow starter. We've seen it his entire career. He starts out slow, and then he picks up momentum. He picks up steam as the season, develops. And that's exactly what we're seeing. Russ started out very, very slow. He was very tough to watch, right? All the turnovers and everything, but he had to get acclimated. He had to get acclimated playing with a talented big like AD. Russ played, Russ made some bigs, but he never really played with all-star bigs like that. He made some. Steven Adams, the guy in Houston, the guy over there in Washington, he made that guy, right? Those guys weren't made man, Russ kind of made them. Steven Adams, I guess, because his size and all that, he was a name, but Russ really, really helped further him. But now he comes in, AD's a made man. AD is a top 75 player all time, right? AD is supposedly a top 5 player, right? So it took some time to get acclimated to that. And not only AD, but you got LeBron James, Russ having to play off the ball. So it took some time. But, all those people who said we made the wrong decision, go get Buddy Hield, trade Russ, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to find you a Russell Westbrook apology letter and go ahead and fill that thing out, all right? I'm going to give you 10 seconds to do that because y'all jumped the gun. Y'all were way too premature. Y'all got to chill out because Russ is starting to come together. Russ is starting to look really nice and be what we need him to be. Let me give you Russ's stats over the past 8 games. The past 8 games, Russell Westbrook has scored 23.5 points. He's shooting over 50% from the field. He's shooting around 36% from the 3. He's averaging 9 assists, 5.5 rebounds, and only 3.6 turnovers per game. Now the turnover thing, 3.6, some people say that's high, but his usage rate, as much as he has the ball in his hands, especially, when LeBron James is out, that's pretty fair, right? That's pretty fair. So I'm not going to knock him for that. And it's a lot lower than that where he was at the beginning of the year. He had games where he had a quadruple double against San Antonio. He had a quadruple double where he had 10 turnovers. He had other games where he had 9 and 7. 3.6. He was averaging that, in the first 3 minutes of the first quarter. So 3.6 for the whole game is really, really nice. And the main thing is in the fourth quarter, he's not turning the ball over. So Russ is looking really nice. And how about one of the things that have killed us this year was our third quarters, right? You remember we were getting outscored. We were dead last in third quarter. We were getting outscored by double-digit points in the third quarter. And Russ took accountability for that. He said he took full responsibility for that. He said that was his fault. And that's kind of changed over these last 8 games because Russ has took accountability of that. Russ has come out very energized in the second half. Against Boston, Russ scored 15 points. 15 of the 24 points that he scored in the game came in the third quarter. So he's come out very energized after the half, and he's come out and really balled, in the third quarter. And the team has fed off of that, and that's amazing, man, because he's kind of changed the narrative. These last 8 games, that plus minus has completely changed. Now we're dominating teams in the third quarter. Boston, we dominated them in the third quarter. Go before the Boston game, other games we dominated in the third quarter, and Russ really, that's a lot of that credit has to be given to Russell Westbrook. So Russell Westbrook is looking really nice, and he's averaging on the season over 20 points. His assists are up, his rebounds are up. Of course, it's not the double-digit rebounds, but that's expected when you got AD and you got Dwight, and you got you got LeBron, all these other guys. So I expected his rebound and numbers to go down, but his assists are still up there. He's still close to 9 assists. He's scoring around 20 points. So this is the Russ that we want. This is the Russ where we benefit. Russell Westbrook getting a triple-double every night doesn't necessarily benefit us. But Russ putting up these numbers and contributing to wins, it's helping. So I'm very grateful that we had Russ. I believe we made the right move. And we'll make an entire separate video about that, but I just wanted to mention that. I wanted to give Russ his credit because he was bashed, he was bashed, he was bashed. Everybody was blaming everything on Russ. Trade Russ, trade Russ sucks, Russ sucks. Timeout on all that. Russ does not suck, Russ does not need to be traded. Russ is going to help us, on this journey to championship number 18. So big shout out to Russell Westbrook. And again, our last 8, we're sitting at 5-3. Something else to keep in mind, our defense against Boston. Look at this. So let's look at the big picture of this really fast before I get out of here and go get me another Mai Tai. Aloha, by the way. Again, if you don't know, I'm here in Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm on Waikiki Beach, and I'm on vacation. I've been here for a week now. It's my last day, but I had to come say hello and had to drop a video for you on this Lakers game day. Lakers versus Grizzlies tonight. I'm coming off that big win, that big win, 15-point win over those sorry Boston Celtics. Yes, we got it. But one more point I want to make before I go. The Lakers defense looked absolutely amazing in that Boston game. Aside from those 14 straight points we gave up to Jason Tatum in the first quarter. But I shout out to LeBron. LeBron responded. He scored 16 in the first quarter. And 16 of his 30 points came in that first quarter. He responded to Tatum's 14. And the Lakers won big, 15 points. But we had 3 games. We had 3 nights off, before that game. We played on Friday. Sorry, I forget who we played again. I had too many Mai Tais this week. So I forget who we played on Friday, but we played Boston on Tuesday. So we had 3 games off. It was a weird schedule. So we had those 3. We had Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Or, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, whatever. And we had all those days off. And you could kind of see it, It kind of showed itself, because we looked a lot energized. Throughout the game, we played a complete game. We put together a 48-minute game. And our defense looked great, right? Our defense looked really, really good. And again, I think a lot of that you can't take it lightly, the 3 nights that we had off. And looking at the bigger picture of things, come playoff time, that's something very encouraging to see. Come playoff time, you're not gonna have back-to-backs. Come playoff time, you're gonna have nights off, During those travel nights, you'll have 2 nights off, In between series, you may have 3 or 4 nights off, depending on how well you take care of business. If you sweep them, you get a gentleman's sweep. The other series may go 6 or 7 as you wait on your opponent. You may have 3, 4, 5 nights off. So that's very encouraging to see the Lakers have those 3 nights off and see how they responded. It's the first time that we really had that this year. And, you see how they look on the court. So big picture wise, that's something to look out for come playoff times when we have those nights off, to see how we respond. So we'll talk about that a little bit more later on as the season progresses in another video, but I just wanted to make mention of that. Again, I just wanted to come say hello and check in with you guys. Myself and Lakers Bryce will be back on your screen real soon with our lives. Our Lakers chat live, Lakers chat lives, coming back real soon. Look out for that, especially on 12/21 against Phoenix. That's going to be a big one. And Christmas special, we'll get that up for you guys as well. But again, I'm in Hawaii, I'm in Waikiki, I'm in Honolulu. It's my last day on the island. So I'm about to go enjoy myself, get some Mai Tais. I'm going to watch this Lakers versus Grizzlies game. Again, Lakers versus Grizzlies tonight. That's going to be a big game. Morant is out. It's a big game for us because it's our opportunity to make it. It's our opportunity to extend our streak. And we won 5 of the last 8. We could extend that to 6 of our last 9. So big game for us. Let's get this win tonight. Purple and gold till we die. Oh, really fast. It's a 5 p.m. tip-off. The Lakers are in Memphis. 5 p.m. tip-off Pacific time. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 3 p.m. Hawaii time. Big island time where I'm at. So yeah, the game's going a little early. We're 2 hours back here in Hawaii. So 3 o'clock my time. But wherever you are, You guys enjoy the game tonight. Let's get this W. Purple and gold till we die. Purple and gold we ride. I bleed purple, my heart beats gold. It's Lakers over everything. Aloha, aloha, aloha. All the way from Waikiki. My LOE family, my Lakers over everything family. Aloha, Lakers over everything out. Much love to you guys. Happy holidays to you. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the game tonight. Let's get this W. Let's get this W, baby. Aloha. Peace.